Hey guys, it's Misty with My Paper Cuts, and I am back on today with a Saturday Morning Makes video. This is an open collaboration that was started and is hosted by Jill Norwood. I will make sure I link her YouTube channel down below. This is an open collaboration for anyone and everyone on all social media to share what they've been working on. Just use the hashtag SatMornMakes to make sure we can all find you. And you can post anytime you want. You can post middle of the week, Saturday morning, Saturday afternoon, whenever. And you don't have to post every week. You just post whenever you have something to share, but you use the hashtag so that everyone can find you. So speaking of Jill, I have not been on for a couple of weeks because I have been working on some stuff for her. P had approached me, and I know it's okay to share this now because Jill shared it on her video today. Hi, Jill. I was actually one of the ones that P had asked to make some tags for Jill. We just wanted to help out because we knew how busy she was, to make sure she had enough tags for her family and all of the places that she donates them to. So she has a package. She has not shared it yet, so I don't want to spoil the surprise for her. So I do have multiples of those tags made so that I can share all the details if anyone's interested on what I use to make the tags that I sent her. So as soon as she has had a chance to open it and see them for herself, then I will go ahead and share here. So, but for today, I'm just going to share one of the cards I recently made. I do have some other ones, so I will be catching up. I apologize for my absence. I have been very busy with work and with those tags. But I do have a card to share today. So anyone who knows me knows that I just color and save colored images in a bin for card making. That way when I do sit down to make cards, I already have pre-colored images. So for today's card, I actually used one of those. And what I had done was I had used this stamp, which is from Stampin' Bella. It's called The Penguin and the Marshmallow, which I think sounds like a fabulous children's story. But I had colored this with these colors, with the reds and teals and such, that are always in the Winter Echo Park paper lines. I worked at Tuesday Morning for about a year, so I went a little bit crazy doing all the shopping there with my discount. And so I have quite a few of these collections. And I also have authentic collections that have the same colors. So I knew if I colored this image with the wintry feel, not just Christmas, but wintry feel of it, that I would have papers to match. I am also a Simon Says Stamp card kit member, and they send us with most of their kits some 6x6 papers. Sometimes they're 6x8, but when they tend to do Echo Park, it seems like they just include one sheet of each pattern, and they usually are glued together just like they were in the pad, but it is just one sheet of each. And I've been trying to use those a little bit more frequently. I don't tend to use the card kit when I get it. I just tend to put all the stuff away. So I have quite a few little bundles like this. So these are the papers that I used, and I did look it up. This is the Echo Park Celebrate Winter collection. They are double-sided, very cute papers. They have like some penguins and stuff. If I remember correctly, this kit had penguin stamps in it when we got the kit. So that's the stamp and the paper that I used, and I'll go ahead and share my card now and then go over the details. So I do have a mix of pattern papers behind the penguin, but the penguin is colored in colored pencils and then blended out with Gamsol. I love that look. It's so smooth and you can get some nice blending. I did cut him out with my brother's Scan and Cut, and I wanted to pop him up. So he is also cut out in foam so that there's no saggage behind him. I really like it when it's solid like that. It gives a nice heft to the card and also prevents any damage if it gets mailed. So that is the penguin. I used this glitter paper on my card, which is more of a warm white. And so I'm a Stardust Stickles girl, but I used the diamond for this because it went with the paper just a little bit better. So I stickled him up. And then the circle dies that I used are from MFT, and they are the stitched circles. And what I did was I cut the pattern paper out of one circle, and then I used a regular circle die and cut out the glitter paper. And then I used the next size up in the stitch circles to do the bottom layer. And if I used a pattern paper that was mostly reds, then this bottom layer was this pool color cardstock. And if I used one that was more heavy on the turquoise colors, then this bottom was in the red. And then the card bases were the same thing. The card bases went with the pattern paper better, so I alternated. And then the funny thing was is this background piece with the snowflake is I couldn't find any of my snowflake embossing folders. So I went on Amazon, and I know this is probably an Ally one, but it matches a stamp that I use all the time for snowy backgrounds. It's very, very similar to that, so I went ahead and ordered this. So this was on Amazon. It was like $6, but so that is the embossed background piece. And then these floral pieces here, they are Tim Holtz. And let me get those dies. So this white piece here with they looks like little berries. I just cut that out in white, and that is this piece from the Holiday Greens Mini. And then this holly piece is from this set, and I didn't use the little extra highlight bits there. I just used the berries by themselves. But this one is the Large Funky Festive, and I used just the holly out of that. And I did cut that out of white, and then I cut the layering piece out of the pool, and then the berries out of just red. And then I just did a simple stripe of white with the alternating cardstock underneath. That sentiment of sending holiday cheer is from this old Paper Smooches set that's called Holiday Cheer. And then I did a mix of different pattern papers, mostly the stripe at the bottom here. I also added some stitching detail on the embossed piece with a tracing wheel. And then the inside, I used a heart punch to punch from the scrap of the coordinating paper that was on the front. And I just did a sending you warm wishes across the miles. So this does have a Christmas feel with the holly, and it does say holiday cheer, but it's also just, you know, more generalized. So that is my card. Oh, the sending you warm wishes across the miles is from a Penny Black sentiment set that's called Joy and Happiness. And then I'll show you the rest of the cards. Sorry I rambled for so long, but so you can see they all have like a little bit of a different feel to them. And then these are the ones that are on the pool colored background. And I alternated those so I didn't have to go through quite so much cardstock by making them all match. So I could use up more of the red and such. So that is the 8 cards that I made for Saturday Morning Makes, and I hope that you enjoyed that and stop by for my next video. All right, you guys have a nice Saturday. Bye-bye.